evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you here today to celebrate the launch of one of the most compelling autobiographies out of India, Asha Parekh, the hit girl, that Asha ji, a living legend, has put together with the renowned writer Khalid Muhammad. We are delighted to have with us as a chief guest the supreme superstar, Salman Khan. A big round of applause for him. We at Home Books International join Asha ji and Khalid Muhammad in thanking you for accepting to do the honors tonight. Salman Khan has also written a very moving foreword to Asha ji's autobiography. Born in the early 70s myself, I often found myself in the midst of relatives who were film buffs and who often locked horns over their favorite Asha Parekh film. Dil Deke Dekho was better than Teesri Manzil. No, actually, Do Badan was the best. Says who? Nothing to beat her role of the runway girl in Karwa. Well, what about Love in Tokyo? Well, what about Main Tulsi Tere Aangan Ki? Or Kati Patang for that matter? The long and short of it was her admirers were legion, her talent immense, her grace inimitable, and her record at the box office unbeatable. And now she reinvents herself with this autobiography. In fact, never say never. That is her winning mantra in life. As the evening progresses, we shall hear a bit of the hit girl story in her own voice. It is something to truly look forward to. Thank you, Asha ji, for all the hits and the hit girl. Salman Khan, thank you for your very warm tribute to Asha ji in the book and for being here today. Taj Lands End is my home away from home, and I thank Mr. Parveen Chanda and his wonderful team for being such fine hosts. And last but not least, Khalid Muhammad. I can never thank you enough for suggesting to Asha ji that she tell her story, and then for calling me up to ask me whether I would like to publish The Hit Girl. Could I have said anything but a resounding yes? And the book has turned out to be lovely indeed. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Ajay Mago, publisher, Home Books International, and the publisher of this book called Asha Parekh, The Hit Girl. And the next person, actually, I fumble every time I introduce him. This is the third book that we're doing together, and I'm talking about none other than Khalid Muhammad. How and where do I start? Arguably one of the finest editors of cinema, a documentary filmmaker, a script writer, shall I just go on and on and on about Khalid? And I think one of the things which has always been very fascinating about Khalid is his, let's say, taste for dealing with women-centric subjects. And he's actually scored a hit, a double hit today, which is actually, it started maybe 8 months ago. He got Asha ji to write, or at least tell her story, which was in autobiographical form. And he's also made a first-time writer out of our Bajrangi Bhaijan, Salman Khan, because he's written the foreword to this book. So over to you, Khalid. You'll have to walk us through the process of putting this book together. Yes, go. So without further ado, I'm going to ask the hit girl to tell us something about her life. Asha ji, what an honor to have you.
Dear friends, I am overwhelmed. I thought that since I have not exactly kept a high profile or sparked headlines, very few people would be interested in knowing what I have to say today. Your presence, And the smiles I see in the hall today mean a lot to me. It's almost as if my decades-long journey, professional and personal, have made a connect with all of you. What I have to say, then, are a few essentials. One, my autobiography. I agreed to after much procrastination. Should I? Should I not? Then I convinced myself that I have nothing to be wary about as long as I don't touch my words in obscurity, but say it in the way it was working in our fabulous film industry from the black and white days which breezed majorly towards color in the 1960s. From a child artist to a leading lady, the transition was not exactly easy. It's luck and the faith instilled in me by my directors and the film industry at large, which seemed to be in my favor. I was blessed by the Lord and the encouragement of my parents. Secondly, in the course of constructing the book, there was the recurring questions from my friends, family, and the fans who have preserved their interest in me. The question was, is there enough masala in the book? Or is it a tell-all? Or is it well evasive? To that, my honest answer is that I have attempted to be absolutely honest, sincere. My words are neither cloaked in vagueness nor sensationalism. Truth. It's the big word, I know, but truth is what you will find in the book. Third point, I would not be alive and standing here before you without the unflagging support of my friends Waheeda Rahman, Saira Banu, Helen Khan, Shami Auntie, and the Khan family. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being there for me always through thick and thin. And my heart cannot express enough gratitude to Salman Khan, whom I've seen ever since he was in a cradle, and then as a lively child, and now, of course, as a superstar and a man dedicated to being human. Salman, thank you for penning the foreword for your Auntie Asha, and for being here today to launch the book. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in thanking Salman personally. Next, my wholehearted shukriyas go to Khalid Mohammed, whom I have known since he was a journalist who had not even sprouted a mustache. Right from the start, I could see his integrity and a gift for thoughtful writing. As the writer of the book, I trusted him implicitly, and he fulfilled the trust to the last comma and full stop. Thank you, Dilse, to Ajay Mago of Om Books International. A happy, enthusiastic, and sensitive publisher. Believe me, he has a peppy personality which can be as entertaining as a full, fun-filled movie. And thanks Deepa Chaudhary, the editor for the book, always composed during the months it took to see the book towards completion. I'm grateful to my esteemed well-wishers who made this evening a reality. Mr. Chetan Shah, Mr. Paresh Vora, Mr. Viral Chittalya, Mr. Manu Chatlani, and Abu Jani and Sandeep Khosla. Without much more ado, then I would like to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, book leke dekho, and dare I say, enjoy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You leave all of us speechless even today. What to do? That's the effect that she has on all of us. So after that is the turn for the young lad, as she has known him, to come and speak about her, still his Asha auntie. Salman Khan, over to you. And you can please do it in your inimitable style. Please.
Asha auntie, thank you very much. I don't deserve being here. पसीने छूट रहे मेरे इस वक्त क्या बोलूं? I think it's like the bravest thing for anyone to write their own autobiography. मुझसे तो लाइफ में कभी ना हो. I think Dharmendra will understand that. We've known Asha ji since we were kids, all of us, and she's been very dear to us. Waheeda auntie, we live in the same compound. Helen auntie, my mother, and they've all been so close, which today's girls should understand that. They should. Saira auntie, Shammi auntie, Sadhna auntie, everyone have been really, really close. It's something that you don't see anymore. I think it's like the best quality that that generation had. And we have lost that quality. We become friends again. But they were never not friends since the time they came into, the movie industry, the film industry. They've always been together. Nanda auntie is no more. She's not with us anymore. But Nanda auntie and Waheeda auntie were the thickest of friends. I'm really, really pleased that I'm here. And book to kharido. You must buy the book and go buy the book, because this generation has lived the cleanest life possible, professionally and personally. So it will be a book of values, of principles. It will have his highs, it will have his lows, it will have his fun moments, it will have the whole career graph. I think this is something you must read, because it will only elevate you as a person. Thank you.